Ooh, I can use an Xbox controller. Yeah, you know what? Let's do that. Maybe. Nah, I don't know where my USB is, so keyboard and mouse it is. Alright, so here we are today.
It still says Aladdin School, but it also says Rachel Foster.
Hello! Surprise! We're playing The Suicide of Rachel Foster. And she can't type today.
No, I'm fine. I corrected myself.
Yes, we can see that, sweetie. Alright, so I don't know a lot about this game. The story you were about to live is shaped by details, and wow, that loaded fast. My dear Nicole, here's a daughter. Hey, the subtitles don't match up with that at all. We know. She can only listen because the doctor said no screens. Alright. You are the daughter every mother dreams of. Beautiful, smart, and fair. We've been through a lot, and I know things haven't always been easy. But remember what Dr. Franklin said after your speech at high school graduation. Faced with the dragon, one must brandish sword and shield. Sometime one has to know when to kneel before the dragon. I've always thought of you as a fighter. I cannot read cursive, wow. Who faced with the toughest challenges is capable of brandishing all the weapons necessary to fight encouragingly and heroically. Oh, I clicked. Oops. Dang it. I brandished a chicken wing. Oh, I guess I should move. Ooh, umbrellas in the rain. Okay, so do I just have to force my way through here? Yep, that's exactly what I've got to do. The affair your father had with that young woman 9 years ago and her ensuing suicide broke our family apart forever. Imagine exactly what was going through your head in that moment. My father no longer exists to me. I can only trust my mother. That your father had irreparably betrayed our trust, and that she has done the right thing by throwing herself off a cliff. Well, that's not very nice. I was there. I've always been there. When you dislocated your shoulder at the first game, when you sobbed that night in your room, you didn't realize, and when you kissed Duncan Forbes under the Christmas mistletoe in 1985. You marched against abortion in your first year of college. Duncan was a good kid, but even if I've never said it or said so before, I I immediately thought you wouldn't be there. This is a lot of reading. Talking in the foundation. There is the foundation for every relationship. If you don't talk, you drift apart. There's so much to say when you don't have a lot of time to say it. First of all, I'm sorry. Oh, back to walking. And chicken. I never thought rage was an emotion worthy of good Christian, or of a good Christian. Oh, monitor blinked out for a second. But I used it. I used it to endure the pain. I didn't want you to live your life like I have, my love. I want you to be free from the past, once and for all. That is why I want you to do exactly as I say. Sell our hotel. The hotel is my family's and you're entitled to it. Go back there, Nicole. I've hired a lawyer in Helena, Mr. Jenkins. Good name. To give you this letter once your father has passed away. I will already be gone long. I think they got the words mixed up. I will already be long gone. Take a quick inspection, sign your papers, and sell those walls that hold everything but rage. Keep what you need to pay off your university loans and give the rest to the girl's family. Let's end this story once and for all. Excuse me.
Sorry.
We've always been there for each other. I wish I could still be there at your graduation, your wedding, my grandchildren's birthday, but that's it. We don't know how much time we have. Use yours to love. There's nothing else worth living for, fighting for, or dying for. Believe me, I love you above all else. Your mother, June 24th, 1991. First jump scare, and it was a blatant IRL.
Sorry.
You'll have to forgive us. We just ordered pizza. And wings.
The bad weather crossing Montana is amassing all the characteristics of an atypical storm. The bad turn.
There's a voice. I don't have to talk.
With above-average
Still
winds
going on.
and snowfall, especially forecast for Helena National Forest Natural Reserve. The National Weather Service warns residents to follow all instructions given by local authorities and to avoid all unnecessary travel. Some concerned meteorologists are comparing it to the storm that hit Billings in 1955, with 42 inches of snow falling over a single night. Are we heading into the mother of all winters in Lewis and Clark County?
Yes. Montana. And a loading screen. What's interesting is I've never seen a skeleton key that looks like a skeleton.
The smell. It's all I remember from the night we departed 10 years ago.
Okay, notice to look around. And, oh, I can use W too, perfect. White punch buggy, mom's car. Don't make me go to the back for stuff because that's where the engine is in these guys. Oh, why is that light on and flickering like that? Why is it hanging from a roof? Faulty lamp. Same for any function. Oh, time! I've got a Chevette! Oh my god. My mom used to have one of these. She shoved 3 kids in full snow gear in the back of one. You wouldn't think it would fit looking at it. Such an adorable little car. Toolbox. Oh! Put down. Okay, put down, put down, put down. You're not blue. Sorry, was that too harsh? Okay, I'll come back for you.
The attorney said to check the office first. It should be just beyond the Mountain Museum at the end of the stairs to the main floor, if I remember right.
Excuse me. Oh, zoom. I'm sorry. Boiler room, employees only. Okay. Oh, great, there's a phone ringing. Isn't that wonderful? Oh, the lights are all on. Snorkeling gear, climbing equipment. Oh, that was a pocket knife, not a snorkel. I don't care. Cigarettes, glasses.
911 emergency. How can I help you? What's your emergency? Hello? Can you hear me?
Yes.
What's your emergency?
I'm in a creepy old hotel in the middle of the night.
Mr. McGrath, hi, it's Paulie from Century Telephone Company. I'm sorry to bother you, but as I told you last time, the company requires cutting off the telephone service to delinquent customers. I'm really sorry, Leonard, but my hands are tied. We have to go ahead. I'm sorry. Goodbye. Yeah, Nicole, it's Jenkins, the attorney. The hotel chain that wants to take over your hotel has just dumped a mammoth holy Bible of documents on my desk that I need to check through.
Okay.
I have to personally go to the county land registry office before we meet.
Go ahead.
Listen, I know you didn't want to go to your father's funeral, but now the hotel is entirely your property. The law requires you to assess its condition before putting it on the market. It's very noble of your mother to want to repay that poor girl's family, Rachel.
Not everyone would deprive themselves of such a sum. Anyway, it's up to you now. Get to it, I'll bring you a burger you Portland folks can only dream of. Oh, I left
Okay.
some notes and a master key on the dining room table of your family's old apartment. Start your rounds from there. Give me a couple of hours. Don't run off, all right?
Map.
We should have hired a decent attorney from Portland, Mom, not this potato head. Come on, let's do this.
Let's see. I am currently in the office, which directly behind me is the fridge. I hear creaky old sounds, which I really don't like. Put those away before I start stress eating. Alright, let's see. Why were the lights just... Oh, they dim. Okay, let's see. I have to start at my old apartment. Why is there a museum in a hotel? I don't understand this at all. Mezzanine? Hall, ballroom, dining hall, fridge, restroom. Fireplace room. Fireplace room. Wouldn't that just be a den? Okay, master suite. That's where I have to go. No, wrong button. Alright. I was wondering what the heck that scratching was. It was the flipping clock. Front counter. It's going to be this bloodthirsty homeless guy here, isn't there? I don't have anything against homeless people, but if they're bloodthirsty, that's where I draw the line. Seriously, though, be nice to people. Alright, Master Suite. 101, 102, 103, 104. Ooh, Music World. New Wave Explosion, a foreigner guide to Polish electronic music. Okay. Oh, music started. That makes it instantly less threatening, right? Last Will and Testament. Alright, and... lawyer things. Hey, a lighter. Science. Scott Allen, General Relativity, and Relativistic astrophysics. Well, that's over my head. Ah! Alright. Oh, journal? Yeah, somebody's workbook. Somebody left their homework here. Okay, the clocks can stop. Clocks creep me out already. Nobody needs to know what time it is at all times. Wait, he said you left the keys on the table. Does he mean this one? Oh, cigarettes, Lucky Stars. Don't smoke, guys. Smoking bad for you. String theory. If you tie two strings together, one is longer. Because that's how that works. Glasses. Oh, they do have a lens. Oh, bathroom. Oh, that's a pleasant sight. So I'm a little creeped out right now, just mainly because we just watched a YouTuber play Wrong Floor, so I'm expecting this like grotesque monster thing. Polaroid. I just hit myself in the face with a door.
God, everything's here exactly the same as when me and Mom left 10 years ago. It's so... Doesn't matter. Quick tour, nothing more, Nicole.
Bass guitar. I can hear a thumping in my ear and I don't like it.
Victims in the last 3 days. The snow plows are ready, but we're waiting for
That's
the intensity of the snow.
not nice.
There will be possible blackouts in the more isolated areas. Make sure your generators are in good condition. Stockpiles of fuel. Instructions: refrain from going outside unless isolated. Return.
Why would you say victims in this situation? Floppy disk. Oh, old friend. An Atari Joy-Con. Well, actually, that's just a normal computer Joy-Con, but... Scatboard. Can I put on music? Oh, it's got saloon doors. You know what would really come in handy walking around a place like this? Oh, occult anatomy. Oh, that's not ominous. What would really come in handy walking around a place like this is a big stick. Book of Spirits Communications. Just to make you feel better about the whole situation. You can always use a big stick. Polaroid. Can I pick up the Polaroid? Can I get to the panel over there? That would be really handy. Alright. Even the spatula, I could take the spatula. Spuns. Mala, Menno. Any food in the fridge? No, not gonna let me in there. Hey, a pen. It's a good pea shooter. Matches. Oh, they look all burnt out. Seriously, these keys are supposed to be on the table. Do I have an inventory? Controls. No, exit for menu, interaction. Oh, I can also zoom with my center click. No, that's cool. Oh, another sponge. Okay, map, that has a thing. Management key in the master suite. Okay, where in the master suite? Like, hello, is it taped to the paper? Oh, thunderstorm in the middle of winter. Those terrify me. Alright, did you leave it on my desk? Hey, hockey! He
This
did.
is the manager's key my mom wouldn't give me when I was little.
No guest rooms.
I'll need a master key for the guest rooms, though.
Mixtape. Alright, well, this is going to take forever. I'm sorry, guys. Because I'm slow. I don't like phones. I have a phone, but I only text on it because I don't like talking to people. People are scared. Not that phone. Oh, you're in here. Are you in here? Am I just dumb? You on the... Oh, you must be in the master bedroom. 4 rings, I'm not home. Go away. Under all the books? Are you in my room? I am sorry, guys. I am really dumb.
What is this, a joke? Hello?
Can you hear me? Is this Miss McGrath?
Wilson. McGrath was my father's.
This is Helena Federal Emergency Management Agency.
Okay.
My name is Irving Crawford.
Hi, Irving.
Mr. Jenkins told me you'd be arriving.
Yeah.
Mr. Jenkins is a very enterprising man.
Oh, I guess so. I wouldn't know.
I'm kidding.
Oh, right.
Any reason for your call, Irving from Federal... whatchamacallit?
I'm calling to assist you during your stay at the hotel.
What?
Oh,
the
that's
timber
handy.
line is old but sturdy. You'll enjoy your stay and be safe, no problem. The furnace, wiring, it's all under control.
Oh, okay, enough.
What?
I don't know what Jenkins told you, but I have zero intention of staying here longer than, let's say, 20 minutes.
Oh. But the storm.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. I'm leaving straight away.
maybe you're not aware.
Thanks for everything. Irving, right?
Irving. Yeah. You.
Bye.
Spoiler. I think he's in here. Because now I can hear him running.
This place is a real mess. Never thought to find anything like that.
Alright. Can I pick up the coiler right now? Alright, now where am I going? To-do list, blank. I really don't like old building sounds. And there's the lightning. And the thunder. That only scared me a bit. Shift to run?
Hello?
Hey, you still there, Irving?
Huh? Oh, yeah. I'm still here, Miss McGrath. I mean, Miss Wilson.
When you said this shack was sturdy...
Oh, that's what I was trying to tell you before. Around these parts, the weather...
How much time do I have to move?
The snow piles up pretty quick, and some parts over 3,000 feet are already icing over.
I gotta risk it.
You're not thinking of taking the car?
How do I choose which one?
Yeah?
Nicole, if your car
Excuse me.
breaks down,
Sorry, guys.
we can't come get you, not even with tanks.
Whatever happened to Miss Wilson?
Sorry about that. I just,
Nicole is fine. That said, thanks for everything. Again. Thanks.
Seriously, if you ended up out there with your car gone dead, with 12 inches of snow and 20 degrees below zero, your lungs would collapse in a few minutes.
I remember how things work in the mountains. Luck doesn't exist.
As a FEMA agent, I have to insist...
You know, you're not the first man.
To do what?
To try and stop me.
Hey, wait!
Bye! What can go wrong? I have a 1986 Dodge.
Huh. Why does the men's bathroom say pick?
I won't stay here a minute more. No way. The attorney, he'll take care of everything. Fuck all this.
Chandelier's down. That's not a good sign. be handy if I could just call this a game here.
Tell me you changed your mind.
You there?
Uh-huh. Oh, yeah, right. It's a direct line.
I can't find my car keys. My fucking car keys. I left them on the seat.
You sure?
Think so? Maybe someone...
No. Listen. This office is about 12 miles from the hotel as the crow flies. It's 40 miles by road. There's nothing or no one in between, and that's not a good thing right now.
Damn it, I knew it.
Oh, maybe the keys are in your pocket.
Wow, that didn't even cross my mind.
Only trying to help.
Yeah, that was kind of bitchy.
No problem. The keys will turn up. The good news is that we have these new cell phones. That's what they call them. Radio doesn't reach out there. I bypassed the signal to create a direct line through a shortwave sequencer. It's like a two-way radio station that's always open.
This place. I vowed to never come back.
Listen, I might only be a voice, but remember I'm here for you. If you need me, just call. Seriously.
Ugh. Fine.
Alright. I have to open the garage door. Hopefully it's still working. Garage door. Is it automated back then? Excuse me. Use.
Talk to me.
I can't open the garage door. It's a conspiracy, damn it.
Stuff freezes up with the cold.
I have to get out of here. I'm not sure you get it. Look, I left this place 10 years ago. I had no idea I would have to come back here, let alone stay a night.
Nicole, I know your story. Everyone in the valley knows it. Your father, Rachel.
Forget it, that name. Why can't I select anything there?
What? Let's just forget it.
Maybe I have to use my scroll wheel or
I
something.
didn't want to be out of line.
Don't mention the past.
Okay.
Well, I got cancer from my cell phone. Alright.
Hey, found anything useful?
No. No keys, no garage door. I can't get out of here without freezing. Christ.
It's probably only for a night. The conditions might get better tomorrow.
They might?
Look, I'll be on duty all day. Call me when you want, even just to talk.
Okay. Oh, thanks, Irving.
Just doing my job. Nicole,
Yeah.
if I may,
What?
I'd like to give you some advice.
If it comes with the job.
You're safe up there. Just relax. It'll be fine. Okay. Later.
Just gonna throw this
I
out
can't
there.
believe it. I'm
With
stuck.
these old cars, a lot of
Shit.
times the keys were just a formality. You could get them started with a screwdriver, so why not use the toolbox? Ooh, I've upgraded. I'm in the master bedroom. Is that an action figure? No, it's a hockey dude. Music box.
Hello?
Oh god,
You
dial-up.
still
Why
there?
dial-up?
Is that a joke?
Because it's 1991.
Yeah.
Well, you're improving. What's up?
Oh, nothing. I mean, just wanted to say, you got everything you need to have a smooth night. But you should take a look at the main power system. You know, no one's been up there since...
Leonard's death.
5 days might not seem like much, but the timberline has an age.
I don't know. When I lived here, I was only a kid. I can barely find the bathroom.
Well, that's a good start.
Like, at least I won't wet myself.
No, I didn't mean...
Don't blush, kid. I was just kidding.
Oh, I just...
I'll call if I need you.
Alright. So, let's see. I need to get to the control panel. Which is... Oh, there's a church here. Why is this door open?
Irving? It's me again, obviously. I could really use a shower.
Sure, you'll just need to turn on the furnace for the hot water.
Oh, my mom never wanted me to go down there, but I loved that place. Full of little spiders.
A real country bumpkin.
Oh, I was a pest. Now, I think I even forgot how to get there. I forgot almost everything about this hotel. Funny, right?
People forget what hurts, I think.
Never enough, Irving. Never enough.
Yeah. Well, furnaces are always in the basement. You won't have trouble finding it.
Is there something else I should know, like, to survive?
Well, don't expect a 5-star menu.
Oh, really?
You could survive for months with what's in the pantry.
Let me guess. Canned beans, right?
Bean soup, baked beans, potatoes and beans, bean broth.
The
Starving
bean,
suddenly
bean.
seems like an acceptable option.
Alright. This would not be 90% as bad as it is right now for me had somebody told me it
Irving?
was
Are you at the furnace?
a
He's
spoopy
waiting for
game.
me. He's down there.
What? Who?
Old farting ghost.
Wait, what did you say? Old farting...
I used to hide down there with hotel guest kids and wait for old farting ghost to come and get us.
Farting... the furnace?
Yeah. When Leonard found out, he almost choked laughing.
Your father laughed about stuff like that?
Yeah. Well, that's long gone.
How's it going?
It looks real complicated.
Furnaces are all the same. Can you see the control panel?
Yes.
I guess?
What does the pressure gauge read?
Huh?
The thing that looks like a clock.
Looks like
It is
220?
currently reading.
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't like the sound of oh.
It should be more like 210 psi. Pressure's building.
You saying I have a choice between freezing or blowing up?
No. Push the green button. It's the starter.
Old farting ghost, you rank spirit, wake up!
Huh?
Nothing, just talking to an old friend.
The green button. Oh, that's not good.
And here he is, in tip-top shape, I'd say.
You were right.
There we go.
The furnace is haunted. Now you've got hot water.
You have no idea how grateful I am.
Just doing my job.
What's this do? Alright. Oh. Okay. Ooh, can of beans. Alright, let's move a little faster here. Oh, phone's ringing.
Give me some good news.
Just letting you know that the rooms will heat up before the hallways.
I just want to go to bed.
Did you find a room you feel comfortable in?
Yeah, my old room. It's exactly like I left it.
Mm-hmm.
Leonard cleaned it, but he didn't touch a thing.
Same as you left it.
Exactly.
How does that make you feel?
They teach psych classes at FEMA.
Well, just being nice.
It's endearing. But I'm not 16 anymore.
There's lots of other rooms in the hotel.
No, I think I'll sleep just fine.
Okay.
Alright.
Irving Crawford, FEMA.
Hey,
Hey!
listen, I just wanted to say, if I came across as obnoxious,
No problemo. I get it.
it almost feels like I'm getting used to being here again. Whatever. Forget it, I'm beat, and I'm rambling.
No. From the rumors that went around the valley about when you left the hotel, and all that rush, well...
Right, I forgot. The Wilsonian mythology.
Sorta.
Now I'm just gonna chill in my room with the posters of my favorite bands, playing my old bass, totally unplugged.
You play the bass?
I suck. I
There's
wanted to thank you.
a lot of story in
Knowing
this.
that I'm not alone here is a huge deal.
Yeah, well, thank you for, listening and not freezing to death in your car.
So I owe you my life then. Wow.
It's just...
Your job.
This kind of reminds me of playing Stranger Than
Night.
Life.
Night.
Or what was it? The Choose Your Own Adventure by Square Enix. Yeah, Stranger Than Life. With the time turning capabilities. Alright, so it's not letting me go to sleep yet, so I must have to go for a shower. Once I'm done tripping over books. Close door. And... okay. Alright, I'm dead tired. Sleep in my old room in the master suite. I'm in my old room in the master suite. Let's close the door. And go to bed. Nope, okay. Oh, there we go. We can play the bass. Day 2. Honestly, if I was stuck in a hotel by myself, nobody else there, in a snowstorm, I think I would just pick a room and stay there.
Morning.
Good morning, Nicole. Get any sleep?
I was wide awake for hours. then suddenly, darkness. So, any news?
What?
Is the situation on the roads any better?
Just, give me a sec to get it together. Maybe I need some coffee. I didn't get any shut-eye last night, and...
Wait, you didn't sleep? Like, at all?
I thought you might need something, and...
But you didn't go home? Because of me?
I'm a workaholic. So, meteorologists are predicting a peak real soon, probably tonight. You can't move, not just yet. In theory, what do you want to do?
I'm hungry. I'm gonna eat first, then I'll think about it.
It's time for you to take a tour of the pantry.
Deal. I could eat a horse right now.
The
I mean,
baked
there's
beans
tons of
will be
cans here.
scrumptious.
Alright, pantry. Where's that? Museum. Oh, it's probably that thing off the kitchen there. So, let's see. Go back down. And around. Okay, I think I got this. Could really do without the banging sounds.
Nicole?
Irving, how long has it been since someone's inspected the pantry?
Inspected? You mean stocked?
I'd just like to know if I should choose between malnutrition and food poisoning.
There'll be tons of things to eat.
Hmm.
Oh, definitely no mice or roaches. Pretty sure about that.
I was thinking more like mold, bacteria, and such.
You'll see. There's nothing to worry about.
For a while, I hid an ant farm in the closet. I think Leonard suggested it. One morning, my bed was swarming with ants.
You must have freaked out.
My mother did. The ant farm ended up straight in the trash.
Your career as an entomologist nipped in the bud.
Didn't think I still remembered all these little things.
Ew.
There's some food, but it looks moldy.
Weird. I didn't expect that. There's a freezer. Take a look there.
Okay.
There's gonna be a body in there. Muggle lunch. What the? Why did that close? I just got the freeze to death thing.
Hey, you kidding?
I almost forgot. There might be a problem with the fridge door. Just make sure it doesn't
Are you
close.
fucking with me?
No. Wait, what did I say?
It would have been more useful to know that before I got locked in.
Oh, holy shit, I'm a freaking space cadet.
Yeah, I could have died in there.
And I think I died right here. Alright, what now? The microwave would be useful to heat the beans. Yes, yes, it would. Am I going to get locked in here too? Like, am I going to get knocked out somewhere and wake up in Skyrim? Excuse me. It's going to make me wait the full time. Ugh. Ugh, that really freaks me out there. I don't know why. Come on, Irving, tell me what I'm doing.
Uh-huh.
Sorry to interrupt your continental breakfast. I got a hold of Mr. Jenkins, the attorney.
About time. When's he getting here?
He tried to make it. His car ended up in a ditch between York Road and Valley.
Oh, come on.
He called 911 after just a mile.
Well, I might as well finish the inspection. I can do it without Jenkins.
He told me to give you a message. Here it is. He says to... This is a swear word, and you don't need to hear it. Nicole, at this point, start assessing the general conditions of the hotel on your own.
Yep.
Jot down what you want to keep.
Okay.
I recommend you start with the second floor. It's surely the most damaged.
Please,
Good to know.
only call me if you've got good news.
Or, you know, to talk. I like to talk. Keeps me grounded and sane. Alright, well, let's start with this Polaroid so I can assess. No, still no. Come on, I want to take pictures. Alright, second floor. I believe that's where I am. It's pretty out there. What the heck was that? Was that in-game or in real life? This is the first floor, though. Ah, dang it, I was only on the first floor. Okay. Pitter patter run thunk. Animals?
Here I am. What's up?
The hallway on the second floor is cut off. The door to the west wing is locked.
Your father started renovations, but he didn't get the bank loan and had to stop.
Leonard's attic is at the end of the hallway. His man cave.
Does that mean something to you?
I tried so hard to forget about that room for years.
Anyway, the west wing is pretty run down after all this time with no windows. Hello? You there?
You always have an answer to everything.
What do you mean?
Tell me something. What are you hiding from me?
I don't understand, Nicole.
You know how to turn on the furnace. You know where to find food, and that the fridge door is busted. You know my family's story and the hotels.
It's up to FEMA to deliver the supplies to isolated places like the Timberline. I've been up there with the truck every month since I've been on duty. Is something wrong?
How should I have known that, huh?
I don't know. I don't know what you know and what you don't know. What difference does it make?
None.
I'm sorry if I upset you.
No one can upset me. I better keep doing the inspection.
Why is that phone ringing?
Yeah? Hello? Who is this?
Oh!
Who the hell are you?
Rachel is still there. Don't sell the hotel.
Is this a joke? Who is this?
Don't do anything stupid.
You're gonna pay for this lame-ass joke. I have a phone, a cell phone. I'm talking with FEMA, and I'm gonna get them to call the sheriff.
I can't feel my arms. That really scared me. Mold.
You pissed at me?
I don't have time to rehash my past with you. I've got a different problem. Someone just called the hotel.
What? Who?
Who gets their kicks out of crank calling me?
Well, your word gets around pretty fast. What did they say?
They said, Rachel is alive. Don't sell the hotel.
Idiot.
There's something else that doesn't make sense. The phone lines are down. Leonard stopped paying the bill months ago.
I'll ask someone to run a check.
Didn't know FEMA had FBI authority.
Around these parts, time passes in a different way. Some stories seem like they've been forgotten, but actually they just sink down.
Sink down?
Like tea leaves in a cup.
I think I get it. Almost.
That girl's death. Rachel. It was the result of painful events, and now it's someone's obsession.
You talking about anyone in particular?
Well, her death ruined two families that everyone looked up to. Yours and Rachel's. Your father, McGrath, the genius astrophysicist, and Rachel's father, the upstanding Reverend Foster, known all over the county. Not something easy to forget around here.
You know what I think? They can go get fucked, every one of them. I know what we went through. No one else. Fuck them.
Oh, day 3. That splash screen startled me too. Whew. I've got chills running down my neck.
cutie pie.
Daddy?
Nicole, it's Irving.
Oh, sorry. I must have fallen asleep. I haven't slept like that since I was a kid.
You had a tough day yesterday.
I think I had a dream.
About?
My dad?
Leonard, maybe.
Okay, I need you to pay attention, though.
Should I worry?
The storm brought down some power lines. There are blackouts all over.
Okay.
Actually, the lights are acting a little weird.
I was afraid of that. I don't like the idea of you up there on your own in the dark. We gotta do something.
My electrical know-how is slightly limited.
It's okay. I can guide you to the emergency generator. If we activate it, you'll be self-sufficient.
Where's the
Too
hitch?
easy. Where's the hitch?
There are two ways of getting to the circuit breaker. Straight through the garage's side door, or from the floor you're on.
But...
The garage side door is stuck. You'll have to pass through the crawl space along the entire building and climb down from your floor. If the power goes out, you'll be completely in the dark.
all right. What do I have to do?
Check the closet in your father's apartment and see if he left anything you can use for lighting.
On my way.
Okay.
Any news?
I found a Polaroid.
Family photo? Anything important?
No, I mean a camera. Looks like it works.
You want to take a photo of the generator?
No, you moron. I was thinking of using the flash for lighting.
Oh, smart. You can try.
I wonder who this belonged to. Leonard, maybe?
Some client probably left it. You can't imagine what people leave in hotels.
Oh, I could tell you about the rubber friend that Mr. Rochford's widow left here in '82. Mayor Lyndon's kids and I used it as a miniature Indian totem pole for the whole summer. It was a huge scandal.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, yep.
Anyway, the Polaroid's better than nothing. The light from the flash could come in handy.
All right. On that note, I think I'm going to leave it here, and we will pick this up probably tomorrow night. All right. Well, stay awesome, everyone, and we'll see you later.